Ha! How do I do this? Is Harley coming out with a new electric motorcycle? Short answer is possibly. So continue watching and we'll dive into it. In case you don't know who I am, my name's Dawn and I work here at FX Caprara Harley-Davidson, and this is my life behind bars. Handlebars, that is. Hey everybody, thank you so much for clicking and watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, drop me a line in the box below, in the comments below. Let me know if you ride, and if so, what you're riding. I'd greatly appreciate it. Like to just find out, because I'm weird like that. Alright, so this is an article that actually found me. What I do at the dealership is marketing, and so I've got a lot of feelers out there. Of course, the motor company does keep us involved, letting us know what's coming, but this is something that I hadn't seen before. Of course, Harley does have the Livewire already. They were the first major motorcycle manufacturer to bring an all-electric motorcycle to market. And as many of you have commented before, that the price of the Livewire is what's keeping a lot of people, which I don't blame them. $30,000 for a motorcycle is kind of expensive, and so that does seem to be the first thing that everybody notices. However, it does have a lot of extras that justify that price. The Brembo brakes, the Showa suspension, lots more. And then plus, you might even get a tax rebate on top of that. So it is worth looking into for sure. They are a lot of fun to ride. You just twist the throttle and go. Very smooth, very silent. You don't even have to worry about shifting. We got to try them out last summer at the annual dealer meeting in Milwaukee. And like I said, it's so fun to ride. Plus, the Livewire is the featured character in a TV series called A Long Way Up. That is currently playing over on Apple TV. It also stars Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman. If you haven't been watching that, I'd highly suggest you tune in, because it is a lot of fun to watch their adventures as they ride from the tip of Argentina all the way up through South America to LA. So that series is still going on. They drop a new episode every Friday. Lots of fun to watch. Tune in. You'll enjoy it, I think. But with everything that's going on, and I'm not just talking about in the world of motorcycles, I'm talking about everything. The presidential election, the Supreme Court justice, the derechos, the climate change, the COVID-19, how can I forget about that? With everything that's going on right now, is Harley coming out with a new motorcycle? Is it the right time to come out with a new motorcycle? Remember, the 2021s aren't going to be announced until January or February of next year, so why are they doing something now? I had to dive into it. I had to find out. So the article itself doesn't really say anything much beyond the talk of this. It's called the Harley-Davidson Revival is the name of the bike. And they didn't say anything specific about when it was coming out or where it was going to be delivered to, if it was US and Canada, if it was going to be in Europe. If the article didn't say much in that regards, as well as Harley's own website, their future vehicles and the electric bikes. It doesn't say anything about the Harley-Davidson Revival. As it would happen, we had our district manager come in for Harley-Davidson, so I asked him if he had heard anything about a new electric bike, which he hadn't, and normally Harley does like to play close to the vest on some stuff. So he did mention the possibility that it was potentially a on-purpose accidental leak, so perhaps it could be, but he didn't know anything beyond that. Dived into the article itself, and I actually Googled the name that the article mentions, which is Tanner, let me check my notes, Tanner Van de Veer. And something interesting popped up. Turns out Tanner is a recent graduate from the University of Cincinnati DAAP College, and this is actually his thesis project. It's his concept created in an academic setting for educational purposes only. Unfortunately, Harley's name is not attached to it yet. I'll put a link to his website down below in the comments. On that, you can see a all of his project for the Harley-Davidson revival. It is a very interesting concept in it that you just buy the electric bike. You don't buy the battery, so that would potentially keep the cost of the bike down. You would go right into a station where you could either change out the battery for a fresh one, or you could recharge your battery that's in the bike there. So it sounds very interesting. I hope this is something that would come through to fruition. And I know, there's a lot of guys out there, and girls too for that matter, that are just like, electric, no way. You know, it's got to be combustion engine only. I will remind people that it is something that is still in the works. It is something, including the live wire, we are finding new avenues, finding new technology, improving on the technology. So as that happens, and even with the charging station, that continues to be a problem in some areas, like where we live, which is a lot of farm fields and not very many charging stations, unless you happen to have a Tesla. But remember, the charging station for a Tesla is different than, like, if I had a live wire and I rode up and wanted to charge my bike, I wouldn't be able to use a Tesla charging station. So that's something that's got to be improved on, and it will be. Back in the beginning, when combustion engines were first coming out, you had to go get gasoline from the store. It came in these little jars, and it's the same way now. We have to wait for those stations to go up. They are going up. It is going to get better. No, and like I said, as the technology gets better, the prices are going to come down. I'm old enough to remember when the microwave ovens first came out. And if you remember them, you probably remember the microwave ovens themselves were huge. They would like take up this whole desk right here. They were expensive and they didn't work very well. I remember many a meal getting to the middle of it and it would still be icy cold. So again, that technology got better over the years, and now you're hard pressed to find a home without a microwave oven, and you can generally buy a new one for less than $100. So it's going to get better, folks. Electric is the future, and I really, really hope to see Tanner's concept of the revival come to fruition. Best of luck, Tanner. If you like what you see in this video, please give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment in the box below. Let me know what you ride, or if you're planning on learning how to ride, what you would like to be riding in the future. Maybe it's a live wire, maybe it's the revival. It would be interesting. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I upload new content, then be sure to hit that bell. Until the next time, guys, everybody, please stay safe, be kind to one another, ride when you can, and have fun. Greatly appreciate it. And drop me a box, drop me a box below.